Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Allie. It's been a while. It's been a while. Last video I put out was like 2+ weeks ago, and I meant to like film this video. I've been trying to film this video for the past like 2 weeks since the semester ended, but I've just been every day I've had to do something. Like I've had to like go somewhere and do something, and it's just been taking up a lot of my time for no reason. But I really wanted to get on here and talk about Invincible because I watched that as the semester was ending, and oh my god, it's so good. You probably already know this, but it's so good. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna be doing Invincible inspired makeup today. I saw a YouTuber who I watched. She did eyeliner that was just like liquid eyeliner that was neon green, and it was like just up here and down here, and I was thinking like, we can recreate that but with Invincible colors, which is yellow and blue. And then I was thinking of also putting like copious amounts of blush probably here, and probably not blending it as much to give that like blood splatter look that you see on the like title card of the show. So, and also on everybody's faces. Oh my god, the show. I see a lot of people talk about the characters, the plot, but no one wants to talk about the fucking soundtrack. The soundtrack is literally so amazing. Like, I know a lot of different shows and movies do this, but taking a full soundtrack with just songs, well, mostly, I'm sure they have a score, but like the main soundtrack is just songs that like already exist. There were no like songs created for this, and specifically like they have purpose. It's not just like, oh, we'll throw in this one song at this one moment. Like every episode, sometimes multiple times an episode, there's a song, and the song goes with what is going. There was a bee. That bee was huge. Or is it a cicada? Outside of my window. Anyway, but like there's always a song to go with the moment, and it's so good. Especially the first episode, they play like a Cage the Elephant song, and I just was like, oh, I'm gonna enjoy this show so much. So much. And I wasn't wrong. The show is amazing. The soundtrack is so amazing. They finally put the whole thing on Spotify, and it's like all I've been listening to. My favorite song is Rocket Like Rocket Fuel. Oh, such a good song. That beat is. You know how people are like, oh, there are cameras and pigeons? Like the government has put cameras and pigeons and are watching us through these cameras. This is what I think. I think the government has put cameras in bees, because we know we won't hurt the bees, because we're all about protecting the bees. So they put cameras in bees because you're not gonna hurt a bee. Because there's a bee flying back and forth in front of my window right now and stopping like right in front of my window. It's just stopping and staring, and it's like, may I help you? You want to watch me film? Anyway, yeah, soundtrack is amazing. It's great. You should watch the show. That's the end of the spoiler-free portion of this, because I'm literally going to be talking about characters now. I have the wiki pulled up. I'm going to be talking about characters while I do my makeup. So, this always happens with my primer. Like, all of the primer is on this side of the bottle, and so it's like I can't squeeze it out or whatever. Anyway, the first character we're going to talk about, I was going to go in alphabetical order, but then I'd have to do Amber first, and y'all ain't ready for that one. So let's start off a little tame, and we're gonna start off with Cecil. Love Cecil, love him. I love his character. He grew on me, because at first I was like, bad government man, bad, get out of here. But like, honestly now, like the end of the season, I fucking love his character so much. He's definitely like you gotta do what you gotta do. Hold on, this is not. So yeah, Cecil, I love how like he's a part of the government, the U.S. government. He represents the U.S. government in the show, and like we're just like, yep, the government is corrupt. Let's move on. Let's move on. The government is corrupt. We all know this. Let's move on. Like, I'm glad, like, both from a plot standpoint and from like a comedy standpoint, like it's really funny, and then also just from a plot standpoint, like we don't have to spend a whole lot of time like, oh, the government is corrupt, and we need to talk about how corrupt the government is when it comes to this. Like, no, we don't need to talk about it. We know the government is corrupt and doing some shady ass shit. That's kind of the whole point of Cecil's character. So Cecil's kind of there, and it's very nonchalant, especially at the end with the mirrors and the whole thing about like the tap water, and so Americans can't see a certain like shade of white or like whatever, and it's like, what? It's insane. Like, but like, it's in the realm of like, no one would be surprised if like that came to fruition and was true. No one would be surprised. But yeah, so Cecil's character, I'm glad with the government, they're just like, government's bad, we all know this, or bad, we all know this, like, continue, move on, move on. So yeah, so there's that. I love Cecil's character. He I love anyone who could step to Omni-Man with little to no fear. Like, of course, like, Cecil had fear, Debbie had fear, but like, it was like, no, I'm gonna step to you, and you're not gonna do it. Like, what are you gonna do, kill me? Wow, you're gonna kill me? Like, Cecil had balls, bro. Cecil had balls, bro. Anyway, next character we're gonna talk about is, we can start from A. Now that we've had a little bit of warm up, let's just go ahead and get Amber out of the way. I love Amber. The Amber slander. This is an Amber safe space, and it's not a safe space for anyone who hates Amber. You hate Amber, the door's right there. Door's right there. Leave, go. Because if you hate Amber, this is not a safe space for you. Because I will not take any Amber slander. What brush do I use? No Amber slander. Not on this channel. Not in my universe. No ma'am. No ma'am. Amber gets the rub. She gets the rub. Like, for no reason too. Like, y'all really just got up on this internet and started hating on her because she was mad she wanted respect. She was mad that she wanted respect from her boyfriend and set up, I got makeup on my shorts, nice, boundaries with her boyfriend, and y'all are mad about it. Y'all are mad that she set up boundaries with her boyfriend. Let's see if I can get away with just using the Rare Beauty foundation. Can I get away? No. Oh. No. No. Ooh. I tried to mix it in with the... Oh no, baby girl. Hold up. I got some of my Fenty foundation. But yeah, y'all were really mad at her for sticking up for herself. For being upset at Mark. Okay, that's a little bit better. No, we need more of the Fenty foundation. Y'all were really mad that she was sticking up for herself with Mark. Oh no. No, it's too red. This is why I mix it in my hand before I do anything. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Anyway, y'all were mad at her that she gave Mark an ultimatum of like, either you make time for me, something that's pretty normal in a relationship, and stop lying to me, or you leave. And Amanda said it best. Amanda BB, she said it best when she was like, oh, she tried to break off the relationship multiple times. Mark was the one who pretty much, literally, I think Will said, his best friend Will pretty much said, like, when he was like telling him like, dude, you got dumped like 6 months ago, and yet you were still clinging and hanging on. And I think y'all just like hating on Amber for what? For what? For reacting like any normal teenage girl would react when her boyfriend says that she's gonna be there for her and then isn't. Like, y'all were mad at Amber for just trying to set him straight. You were mad at Will. Some of y'all got mad at Will for trying to set him straight. And then Eve does it. Eve does it, and no one's mad at her when she does it. She literally, quite literally said, like, you didn't have to tell her you were a superhero, but you also shouldn't have strung her along for 6 months. So when she chews him out too, no one's mad at Eve. But, like, we're all mad at Amber. Sorry, y'all are all mad at Amber. Yeah, make it make sense. Make it make sense, because it's not making sense. I think Amanda put it the best. And I'm just going to leave it like that, because I could go on for hours and hours and hours about this subject, because there's a lot to it. And a lot of people have put stuff out there about y'all being, you know. But I think Amanda said it best when she said that she's a teenage girl. And with Mark, y'all are like, oh, Mark's a teenage boy, he doesn't know what he's doing, like, poor him, blah, blah, blah. But y'all won't give that same grace to her. You won't give the same grace, the same, like, doubt to her, benefit of the doubt to Amber, even though she's literally a fucking teenage girl. Her personality is great, by the way. I know in the comics they don't end up together. I'm not like upset about that. Honestly, I don't think Mark needs to be in a relationship right now, regardless. But I'm not really upset about that. It's just the fact that like y'all treating her like Amber like garbage right now for no reason. Please tell me the reason. Exactly. Anyway, now we're gonna move on to Art. Oh, Art, the like fucking Taylor dude. Oh my god, bless his soul. I thought he was gonna die. I really thought that man was gonna die. What am I doing? I should probably set my face with powder first before I do anything else, right? Oh, concealer. I haven't done makeup in a month and I have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, Art, the Taylor dude, he, bless his soul, I really thought he was gonna fucking die. I really thought he was gonna make up some lie, like, actually, I'm cheating, your wife is cheating on you with me. Because I thought that would save his life more than saying, like, I know you killed all those people. Telling Omni-Man that he killed all those people, I was like, he better just say he's been cheating on, his wife has been cheating on him. Because I feel like that would have been better. Obviously, it's a lie. It's a lie either way, but I felt like that would have at least saved him a little points. I really thought that man was gonna die. I thought, like, we're gonna cut to the next scene and he was gonna be dead in a fucking ditch somewhere. I'm so glad that he was not killed, that Omni-Man didn't kill him, and I think that has to do with Omni-Man's humanity, which we'll get to when we talk about Omni-Man, because I think it's very, very important. But yeah, bless that man's soul. Bless that man's soul. I love how he's like, oh, I'm gonna remain impartial to, like, everything. I make bad guys costumes, good guys costumes, whatever. Another touch of reality in the show that I really, really like. I have no idea. You know, you put the concealer in the corners, I have no idea if that works or not. As you can tell, I'm flying by the seat of my pants. But yeah, next character is Adam Eve. Another bad bitch. Bless the female characters in this show. We love some female characters that are well written. I love her character so much. The character arc that she goes through. I felt so bad for her when she was leaving her family. I felt bad for her mom. I did not feel bad for her dad. Her dad can choke. He can choke. He can fucking choke. I do not care. Her mom, I felt like a little bit bad for her because her mom actually cares about her, and her life and her well-being, where her dad is just an asshole. Like, the fact that they were all like, oh, Rex cheated. She was like, Rex cheated on me. And he was like, forgive him. I was like, what? What? In what universe? Like, I feel like we are owed an explanation to Rex's backstory, because the fact that she was also really close to Adam, I keep calling her Adam, Eve was also really close to forgiving Rex was, I'm glad she didn't, but like, she was really close to doing it. And then her parents really wanted her to forgive Rex because Rex was like gonna take care of her in the whole superhero world, which is like, and she said to like Mark that like he wasn't always an asshole, which is like, sure, but he's an asshole now, so. But she told him like he wasn't always an asshole, and then his parents, her parents, are like ride or die for this man. So I want to know some backstory on that. It's not gonna make me think any better of him, but I want some backstory on that. But anyway, I'm glad Eve left. Also, I love her character arc and the fact that like she's just like, why don't I just like literally help people? Like, no one is gonna stop me. There's no jurisdiction, which I really love in this world. Like, unlike Marvel and DC, there's like all this like politics and jurisdiction, but in this it's just like, no, I'm gonna go do whatever the fuck I want to do, and the government can't really stop me unless you're like a part of a government like sanctioned group like the Guardians. No one can really stop you, which I think is really interesting. And I'm glad that we get to see like superheroes like just doing shit. Like, she's literally like, I literally have one of the most OP powers in the show. Why don't I just do something? And that's exactly what she does. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Like, she really has one of the most OP powers of the show. I hope they like tell us what her limits are, because the fact that she didn't just walk up to Omni-Man and turn him into a tree. Well, I guess they were like, his cells are indestructible. That doesn't mean they're not changeable though. Like, they said like Viltrum like cells are indestructible, but like that doesn't mean they're unchangeable. Like, you could probably change him, turn that nigga into a tree. Like, who's gonna stop you? That's what I'm saying. Tie him down, get Omni-Man tied down, turn him into a tree, turn him into a fucking tree. But yeah, she has really OP powers. Her powers are great. So I hope they explain like what her limits are, because right now she's just real OP. What is literally stopping her from just saving the whole universe? Like plugging the holes in the ozone layer. What is stopping her? What is stopping her? Like, obviously, like, yeah, she gets tired, but if she were to save up all her energy to plug up a hole in the ozone layer bit by bit by bit, like, what is stopping her? I really gotta know. Anyway, next character we have is Debbie Grayson. The first episode, I was like, her voice sounds mad familiar. And Amazon has this wonderful thing that when you pause the episode, it shows you who's on screen, like the actors. And it was Miss Sandra Oh. I've never ever watched Grey's Anatomy. I never will watch Grey's Anatomy, but like, shout out to Sandra Oh. I know her. I love her. But yeah, shout out to Sandra Oh. Wow, what a character, what a voice actor. Oh my god. So good. So good. Debbie is great. I love her. The fact that she was bold enough to not put up with Omni-Man shit. I was scared for her a couple of times during the show. I really thought Omni-Man was going to kill her, especially when she revealed that she knew that he killed the Guardians. I was like, girl, what are you still doing here? What are you still doing in this, like, neighborhood? You should be gone halfway to Greece. Why are you... I was scared for her. I was really scared. I really thought she was about to die. Multiple times I thought she was about to die, because the way she be talking to Omni-Man... And she got the balls to do it. She got the balls to do it, and that is why I love her. I keep hearing things. But yes, bless her heart. She's been through so much. So much. And she still got to take care of her kid. She still has to take care of Mark. I keep calling him Grayson. She still has to take care of him. And because he's a teenage boy, and he can't take care of himself. So it's like, she's all that she's been through, and she still has to take care of her boy. When they showed her crying at the end, I was like... True, because she's been holding it in this whole show. The whole show. Her son getting beat up, like, within an inch of his life multiple times. One of those being by her own husband. Like, her husband calling her a pet. The fact that, like, when they were in the little scene with Cecil, and he called her a pet and nothing really happened. But then when he called her, like, your mother means nothing to me, she lost it. I would have lost it at pet. I would have been like, now put me out there, Chief. Put me out there, Cecil. You could put me out there with a ray gun. I'll kill him myself. The fact that, like, he called her a pet. Like, you don't... I was literally screaming at that part. I was like, excuse me, what? He called her a pet. Oh my god. I just... Maybe... People were calling him the future Omni-Man. The future, like, the rapper of this universe. And I lost it. I lost it. But anyway. I dropped my brush. I dropped my brush. Okay. Time to start stalling. It's time to do the eyeliner. I haven't done this in a while. Anyway, back to Debbie. There is no amount of therapy that's going to help her. None. Same with Grayson. Grayson, Mark. There's no amount of therapy that is going to help him at this point. But there's no amount of therapy that is going to help her, which sucks at... What is that? Oh my god. I felt like something a little on my foot, and I was like, oh, that must be like the confetti or something in this box. And I looked down. It's a bug. Is it dead? It's dead now. Oh my god. That fucking scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, dark blue. We're using dark blue. We're gonna use the tiny brush. My eyes just went blurry for a second. I think. Anyway. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Oh my god, it's still alive! It's still fucking alive. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's still alive. Why won't you die? Why won't you die? Oh, it's still alive! What is this, a cockroach? The fuck? Why is it still alive? Oh my god, is it still alive? I don't even want to unfurl it and find out. What even is that? Bruh. Okay, I squished it. It's done. It's dead. I don't even know what it was. It was like really, really tiny. It looked like, I don't know what it was. It was like really, really small and tiny. I'm scared. Okay. Okay, I think we're good now. I think we're good now. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying, Debbie? No amount of therapy is gonna help her. Just like no amount of therapy is gonna help me with that. Anyway, no amount of therapy is going to help her at this point. And like, I feel so bad for her. I hope she gets a break. I hope no one bothers her for the rest of the show. No one. No one gotta bother her for the rest of the show. She deserves to stay unbothered for the rest of the show. And I know Mark is just gonna continue to be a teenage boy, which is annoying as fuck. The fact that her own son was acting up on her in the beginning of the show, she was like, what you gonna do, hit me? Like, the fact that her own son was acting up in the beginning, bruh. Bless Debbie's heart. Bless Debbie's heart. The next characters we have are the Mauler Twins. I love them. I love them. I hated them at first for some reason. I just thought they were kind of annoying, but like as the time went on with them, when I realized they were going to be like a constant thing in the show, like they were the first ones to show up in the show, and I thought like they were just gonna be like those one-off villains at the beginning of the show. But then when they broke out of prison, I was like, oh, so they're gonna be here. They're gonna be here for a little bit, and I love them. Absolutely love them. They're so funny, and then on top of that, they're smart. Like they're really smart, like doctor ass smart. Like. Yeah, the fact that they're like really smart. Hold on, we gotta zoom in. We gotta come in a little bit because I gotta do my eyes now. And I'm using my camera as a mirror. Like, oh, that's not blended. Maybe I should have just been this close the whole time. Yeah, but the Mauler Twins, the fact, I love that. I love their running joke about them being clones, and stuff like that. I want to know more about them. Like where they come from. I love how like with most of the villains in the show, like most of like the bad guy aliens, we don't know anything about them. They're just kind of there. Like they really are just like kind of there. They're just like, oh, we're here and we're doing stuff, but you're not gonna know why. You're not gonna know why. Like the aliens that were invading at the beginning that Mark got his ass beat by, we don't know why they're there. Why they kept showing up and trying to conquer Earth, we have no idea. The Martians and the little parasite that they had on their like on their planet, like we don't know why they're there either. Okay, let's see if we can do this. But yeah, that's the Mauler Twins, so I really want to know more about them. The next one is Monster Girl. Bless her heart. I love her. I feel so bad for her. Oh. Oh. Like she cannot have, that's a little high up, but we're gonna keep it there. She cannot have a love life. She can't have a love life. She was like, the only people who love me are teenage boys or pedophiles. And I was like, that, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I feel so bad for her. She's the only one on the like Guardians, aside from Duplicate. I like Duplicate too, but her and Duplicate and the other Atom girl, kind of the only ones I like. Black Samson is okay. He's okay. He's one of those old men where you're just like, okay, old man. Okay, old man. We get it. We get it. You were great once. But I love how in the end they kind of all the Guardians, the new Guardians, like pulled together and now they're a team, and I really like that part with the washing the blood off the wall. I was like, damn. I feel bad for them. I feel bad for their ass. But yeah, that's Monster Girl. I really, really like her. I hope they keep up the whole thing with like her powers and being like, oh, she loses like 12 years, 12 minutes. It was like 12 minutes, right? Yeah, she loses like 12 minutes every time she transforms. I hope they keep that up, because right now, like obviously we can't see it right now, but like now that she's a part of the Guardians, the fact that like she's going to be there a lot and obviously battling a lot, like I hope they keep up the fact that like she probably will die at some point and turn into a goddamn baby. Which speaking of which, we should probably talk about Robot. We should probably talk about him. I feel immensely bad for him, but at the same time, I just personally feel like there were other ways to go about your needs and wants, right? You want to become a real boy, Pinocchio. Okay, so you want to become a real boy. That's fine. I'm totally like all for that. Stealing Rex's DNA, as much as no one likes him, as much as I don't like him, that was still weird as fuck. That was still weird as fuck to like steal his DNA and then be like, oh, I'm gonna use him as like the basis of my body because, you know, Monster Girl looking at Rex like she liked him. And I was like, was she though? I never got that. Maybe that's just me being oblivious, but I never got that. Like, in my humble opinion, I never thought that she was looking at him like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I have a mirror. I never got that feeling in my head that, like, oh, she must like Rex because she beat the fuck out of him and told him he had a small dick. So she must like him. Huh? I don't know. Also, Rex is like, what, 17? They're the same age as like Eve, which is about 17, and Monster Girl's like 24. I don't know. But it was very obvious like those two weren't getting together. So the fact that like Robot was like, yep, I'm going to put my basis of a body on this man. It was like, out of all the people in the world, all of the people in the world, you could have like went to Chris Evans' house and been like, hey Chris Evans, can I borrow your DNA for a second? Also, I think that like asking would have helped like a lot. Like, I think just being like, hey guys, I want a real body and I need DNA to do it. Can you guys help me out? Like, I'm sure they would have been like, yeah. Like, why would they be like, no, we don't want you to have a real body? Like, who's gonna say that? I feel like if Robot would have just told them all what was going on instead of just showing up in Rex's childhood body and being like, I'm human now, guys, I think they would have had a way better reaction than what they did. Also, like, saying that he did all this for Monster Girl, like, she didn't ask you to do that. She did not ask you to do that. If we've learned anything from the men in this show, it's that they are very unreliable. So while what he's doing may seem sweet right now, I don't really see it that way, but let's pretend it is. It could go south real quickly. If we have anything to go off of the rest of the men in the show, it can go south real quickly. So Robot... Oh, Robot. Oh, Robot. Yeah. Okay, next character, Rexplode. Okay, so next character, no, but like, Rex, oh my god, there's no redeeming quality about him to me right now. None. Absolutely none. Other than the fact that he's a superhero. That's it. And even that, like, he's kind of doing for himself, so, yeah, so right now, there's, like, no redeeming quality for him right now in terms of him being a superhero. I don't, like, right now I hope he chokes. Like, right now I really hope that he chokes. So, we'll see how he goes. He's annoying. He's redeeming qualities. None? Zero? Actually? Like, I really don't. Some of y'all hate Amber more than you hate Rex. I take issue with that. The fact that some of y'all hate Amber more than y'all hate Rex, when Rex actually has zero redeeming qualities about him right now in this moment, because we don't even have a backstory on why he is the way that he is. So I can't even be like, oh well, his tragic anime backstory, but we don't even know anything about his backstory. So I can't even be like, oh well, we could give him a pass on that. I really can't, because also that's no excuse for like cheating on your girlfriend, being an asshole to the women around you for no reason at all. Yeah, I can't, right? I cannot right now. So this is the look. You like the look. I'm so scared to do the other eye right now. But we gotta push through. Yeah, but fuck Rex. Fuck that man. We'll see where his character goes. Because right now it's going nowhere for me. It's going absolutely nowhere. The next character is Omni-Man. Where do I begin? Where do I begin with Omni-Man? Hold on. Kind of works. Anyway. Omni-Man. I guess we should start at the beginning. I knew, thanks to spoilers, that he was the bad guy, but like after the first episode, you kind of know already that he is the bad guy. It's just really like a matter of what are his reasonings and when is he going to snap. And I think the writers of the show did a really, really good job. Did a really, really good job at like basically showing his process from like start to finish of why he snapped and like when the breaking point for him was, because the whole show he was trying to keep it together. Like you gotta give the man props for that. The whole show he was trying to keep it together. He like, especially when you find out his motive at the end of the show, at the end of the season, you're just like, oh, so he was just like, fuck everybody on this planet. Just like, fuck everybody on this planet. Every single person. And yet he kept it together for that long. Like, that's kind of insane. Like, I really love the way the writers did that and they showed it because, like, obviously he loves his wife. Some crazy, weird, pet type loving way. But, like, he still loves his wife and still has humanity in him because that's what Debbie has taught him when he came to this planet. And which I think is hopefully will be brought up to the in further seasons when they talk about him going back to his home planet and shit, because I feel like that's gonna play a really important role. There's no redemption arc for him. I should make that abundantly clear. Obviously, I'm not writing the show. I love how the line changes when I do that. I'm not writing the show, obviously, but like in terms of just everything that has happened, like obviously, like Debbie already lost her trust in him when she found out he killed like the original Guardians. She had already lost her trust in him, so there's no way she's going back. Now if Mark is gonna forgive him, who knows. I would say no, I don't think that's a smart idea, Mark, but who knows. I do not. Mm, mm. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, I love the process of his character from like beginning to end and him just trying to keep it all together and him literally exploding in the end and he's like, I don't even care about y'all. I don't care about Earth. Like at all. Earth can choke. Earth can like actually choke. I had my suspicions in the beginning that like when he talked about how his parents were dead and the fact that he was like really clinging on to Mark like after he got his powers and stuff like that, where he was just like, okay Mark, you got to be the best now, it's time for you to be the best, you just got your powers like a week ago but you need to be the best like right now. I like at that point I was just kind of like maybe he like, I had like a theory bumping around in my head. It was like maybe like something happened to his planet and his planet's like completely decimated and fucking gone. And he had some hand in that and now he's trying to like rebuild his race or something. I wasn't that far off, actually. The fact that like he's trying to rebuild his race, or at least trying to, yeah, rebuild his race, pretty much. I wasn't that far off on that part, but Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. They really said this man is the colonizer of the universe. The universe. This man is a colonizer. I thought that shit was mad crazy. They really just was like, yeah, this man's colonizer. Absolutely, 100%. This man is a colonizer. You know what? That's good. Even enough today. Even enough for today. Anyway, yeah. So he, oh god, his descension into madness was so good. The fact that like, because at first I thought he was just gonna be a crazy man who wants to protect his family, right? Like he's like still the villain, but like he cares about his family. And then the last episode came and that got thrown out the window. They were just like, does he care about his family though? Does he? Because like the length he was going to like protect Debbie and like not have her being fucked with, I was like, oh, okay, like he's a crazy man, but like, and he's done some crazy fucked up shit, but like he at least he cares about his wife. At least he cares about his wife, right? That's literally what I thought. That's literally what I thought. It's like he only cares about his wife and children, and that's it.
Are you sure about that?
Did he though? I was really proved wrong in that last episode. I was like, oh, he don't care about his wife at all, actually. Yeah, that whole scene where he was punching the absolute badoodle out of Mark was sad. That was sad. Like, I was sad. I was like my whole mouth was just like, the whole time watching that scene. I was really just like, oh, oh, like, I still somehow was able to avoid spoilers, like, pretty much for the whole show. The only, like, spoiler I ever got was that Omni-Man was the bad guy, which is, like, after episode 1, you could figure that out, but, like, I didn't get any other spoilers for the show. And I was, like, I binge watched pretty much the whole thing the night the last episode came out. Yes, so I'm trying to figure out, like, where to continue with this, man. There's so much with him. His jealousy of his child. That was weird. Because at first I didn't see it as jealousy. I really thought he was just trying to train Mark. And then, like, when he got, like, punched in the face by Mark, like, when Mark actually landed, like, a hit on him, he got real upset. And then, like, it didn't make sense in the beginning. Like, that's why I thought he was just training him. But then you put the last episode into context. And the last episode, like, he was like, oh, I know I had to fight to survive, and only the strong won on my planet. So it makes sense that, like, once Mark punched him, he would feel threatened. He'd be like, I gotta defend myself, otherwise I will die. Like, I understand that, like, fight or flight resistance. But that's your son. That's your whole ass son. But, like, okay, sure, you know, what's it called, the trauma that you have from that. Sure, why do you keep separating on my eyelid? I'm gonna have to put some type of eyeshadow on this so it doesn't keep separating on my eyelid. But anyway, yeah, okay, this is gonna be real hard to do. Hold on, bear with me here. I wanna focus. Oh my god. This is not working out. This is not working out. I have a mirror. Oh my god. I literally have a mirror. I'm so dumb. Okay. Okay, wait. Actually, it's not that bad. But yeah, Omni-Man, he gotta go. It's just one of those characters where it's like, you enjoy his character in the way that the character is written, but there's no redemption arc for him. He just has to go. Okay, we're back. Okay, wow, that was... You stop doing makeup for literally 2 seconds and your whole life falls apart. Okay. Before I get to Mark, I forgot about Titan and Will. I have to talk about Titan and Will. And then we can talk about Mark. But Titan, the, like, rock dude, he... love him. I love his character. Like, holy shit, that was, like, oh my god, his episode where, like, he pretty much usurped an entire gang and just became the fucking gang leader, that shit was fucking crazy. I was like, that is the most gangster shit I've ever seen in my life, because the way he used Mark, like, and it's like, it's not like he even hates Mark, he was just like, used them as a means to an end, which is just like crazy, and he did all that shit just to protect his family. And I'm like, he really, cause the dude, the electric face dude, whatever, the auto-tune guy, I love his voice. His voice was so funny. But when he was just like, your only option is to continue working for me forever, and he was just like, or I could just usurp you. That's not my only option now. You always got 2 options. Will, his best friend, shout out, we got any gay best friends in the chat, shout out. He's funny as fuck. We all know he's just supposed to be the comic relief, but he was really funny. Another character in Mark's life who's just giving it to him straight. Who's just telling him the truth of that he was being a not so great boyfriend. And some of y'all were mad at Will too. Some of y'all were mad at Will. Some of y'all were real mad at Will for telling his best friend the truth. So you're telling me you don't want your best friend to tell you the truth when you fucked up, when you've been a not so great person. Like, not even that he was being a bad person, he was just being a bad boyfriend. And, like, so you don't want your best friend to tell you when you're being a bad boyfriend. You may not like the way that he put it, but like he was telling the truth. He was not lying. He was not lying to his friend. There would be no reason for him to lie. Like, why would he not? Why would he sugarcoat it for his best friend? Why would he? His best friend has literally been helping him this entire show to even get with Amber in the first place. So why would he suddenly be all like, "Oh, you've been a great boyfriend this whole time"? No, he's never lied to him to his face like that. Why would he start? That makes no sense. Y'all really were trying to get on Will too, the same way y'all were trying to get on Amber, and it just don't make no sense. It just makes no sense. It just makes no sense. There's a character called Two Punch Man. There's a character called Two Punch Man. Who the hell is Two Punch Man? Okay. Okay, last person we're gonna talk about is, of course, the one, the only Mark Grayson, the Invincible. We gotta talk about him. Oh Mark. Oh Mark. Oh, he's like baby boy, but also like, come on now. Like, we need some brain cells. We need some brain cells clicking in there together, because right now there is none. There are none. There are no brain cells in there clicking together. We need some common sense. We need some geography skills. But when he was like, I don't know where Mars is. I don't know where Mount Rushmore is. That was insane. Because I was really thinking in my head, no, deadass, if I gained the ability to fly right now and my mom was like, go to California, I wouldn't know which way to go. From my house, shooting straight up, I wouldn't know which way is west. I could not tell you where the fuck am I going. And I still wouldn't know if I'm going like in a straight line or a diagonal line. I would not be able to tell you. So like, I was feeling for him during those parts where he's just like, where's Mount Rushmore? Because I felt that. I genuinely felt that. I was genuinely like, no, you're correct. I would not know where Mount Rushmore is either. I wouldn't know how long it would take to get to Mars. I don't even know where Mars is in the solar system in terms of like, it's the one closest to the sun, right? Is it? Like, I genuinely do not fucking know. So like, well, all those parts, oh my god, it's so good. It's so realistic. It's so realistic too. And it's like, yes, that's exactly how I would act if I got the ability to fly today. I wouldn't know where to go. Okay, now I just have to replicate this on the other side of my eye. Oof. Oof. But anyway, yeah, so him choosing the name Invincible, I think, was very funny. It's very funny, very fitting, because of like what Omni-Man said about like, oh, kids your age think that they're invincible, which is like kind of true, like just in general, but like also like I love the like the meaning and the aesthetic behind like that name and all of it. I think it was a really, really good choice, and despite the fact that it's stupid, because you know, as multiple characters point out in the show, you are a very invincible person. But I think it's more of a mindset. Invincible is more of a mindset. Okay, it's not an actual physical trait. Okay. Oh god, I'm so scared. I don't even know what it. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know what it. Okay. Like, they could have easily made his character like so OP, but they didn't. And I'm really, really glad that they didn't. Like, they could have easily, because he has OP powers, but like they could have easily just been like, oh, well, he immediately knows how to use his very OP powers right now. Despite the fact that he just got them like yesterday, he knows how to use them, which wouldn't make a lick of fucking sense. So I'm glad that they were like, okay, actually, he doesn't really know how to use his powers, and he's gonna be struggling. He's gonna be struggling, and I'm very glad that they like took the struggling route. And I think the show, like in of itself, is like supposed to be like super realistic in terms of like, oh, like if superheroes were real, but like this was an animated universe, but if superheroes were real, this is like how people would react to them. A random like 17-year-old fucking kid getting his powers, like of course he's not gonna fucking know how to use them. Like of course he's gonna get the shit beat out of him. He doesn't know how to fight. His father gave him like 2 days of training. Like of course he's not gonna know how to fight. Like he literally just become a superhero, and he has to balance literally everything else in his life along with that. He's not gonna know how to fucking do that. He's not gonna know how to time manage. Uh, of course, like it's gonna be a shit show, and I'm glad that they like really stuck to like it being a shit show. But I'm like so glad that they stuck with their guns and they were like, nope, he's gonna get the shit beat out of him and he has to learn the hard way how to like deal with all of this. And I'm really glad. His character is so good. It's so good. He's just like a good guy trying to do good things. But like life says no, bitch. You don't get to do good things. You gotta learn the fucking hard way how life goes. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I love to see characters suffer. His anger, that genetics. I didn't know anger management and anger issues. I didn't know those were genetic, but but like they seem to be pretty fucking genetic. Cause we all know where he got that from. We all know where he got that from. Okay, we're done. We're done. Oh my god, we're fucking done. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm gonna do my blush real quick. All right. But yeah, great show. Can't wait. Seasons 2 and 3 got like announced I think the day the last episode came out of season 1. So that's great. Oh god. I'm dying. So yeah, can't wait for the next season. I might pick up the comics. I have no clue yet. I have no clue. But yeah, favorite characters, obviously Debbie, obviously Amber, obviously Adam EU, obviously who else? Mark, obviously. Love Mark. I love him. I hope he's doing well. Also Mark Grayson can get it, but like whatever. Can get it. But yeah, Mark Grayson, obviously. Favorite scene? I have a lot of favorite scenes. The scene with a robot explaining that he wanted a body and him going to the Mauler Twins and like actually like being like, hey, can I like use you so I can make myself a body? Really sad. Really fucking sad. Like that part was like really sad. Of course, the last episode I think is like everyone's favorite episode. And honestly, I think I am the same. Just because that's obviously where everything comes to a head, and it's just like. Okay. My favorite scene is actually the very end of the first season and the last episode, when he's talking to Alan, that's his name, Alan the alien, who's played by Seth Rogen. Yo, they all-star cast. Stephen Yeun. Oh, I didn't even talk about the cast. Stephen Yeun, J.K. Simmons. Hello, like they just got like an all-star fucking cast to play these characters, and it fits so fucking well. Oh my god, Stephen Yeun knows how to play baby boys that get their hearts broken constantly. They know how to do that. Stephen Yeun just. Anyway, but yeah, the very last scene with Alan the alien and him going, oh, what are you gonna do in the meantime while I go tell the Federation or whoever the fuck that like you're gonna help us. And then they have the montage, because in my head I remember the episode before that, episode 7, I was sitting there like, there are so many plots set up. There's an A plot, B plot, C plot, there's an A B C D E F G plot. Like there's just so many plot lines set up, but like in the best way possible. Like at no time do they feel overwhelming, and you just like are told to pretty much forget about them until literally the last episode of the last scene, where he's like, what are you gonna do until then? And then it's like, and then it like shows every single plot line that has been set up in the entire fucking season, and I laughed my ass off because I was literally sitting there like, so what about the Martians on Mars and the and the parasites? So what are we gonna do about them? And it shows literally every single plot line that is yet to be closed yet. And then Mark just goes, I don't know, finish high school? That line, so good. So fucking good. It was so good. Oh my god, I love that. Those are my favorite line. My favorite scene out of the entire fucking season. And you can only enjoy that if you watch the entire season. Yeah, I'm gonna put on lashes now. Okay, we're done. We're done. This is the final look. You can see up close with a little blush, blood spatter. It probably looks better in pictures. But yeah, we're done, and now I have to go finish unpacking. I haven't it's been 2 weeks and I still haven't finished unpacking yet from my dorm here. Do this one more time. But yeah, if you haven't seen Invincible already, you probably shouldn't have watched this video, but thank you for watching anyway. Comment who your favorite character was if you have watched Invincible. Who your favorite character / favorite scene / favorite song from the soundtrack. I didn't forget soundtrack MVP of the season, honestly. Who's your favorite character, favorite scene, favorite song off the soundtrack. Next 2 videos I'm going to be doing like a comic book haul. I did like very early on, I did like a manga haul, well, just like my anime collection haul, but I haven't done like a comic book haul because I've gathered a collection of comic books, most of which I have not read yet, but I have a collection of them. And then another video, I'm watching Castlevania right now, season 4, last season, and the season 4 final season, I'm on episode 7 right now out of 10. So I'll probably finish that today or tomorrow. Today being Saturday, tomorrow being Sunday, and I'll probably film either tomorrow or Monday and film that video, probably another makeup look. So be on the lookout for those. Thank you so much for watching. Like, give this video a like, and subscribe to me if you want to see more videos like this, and then I will see you in the next video. Peace.